Welcome back to my 25 days of Christmas, day 19, carrots and parsnips, glazed with honey and maple. Let's get it. Now, carrots and parsnips, the garnish. My favourite part of the meal, if I'm being honest. We're going to do it the nicest way I know possible and show you how to do it at home. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. We're running this series through the whole of December, so you don't want to miss anything. We normally do a video every Monday at 6 o'clock, but if you hit the bell notification, then you'll be told exactly when we've got something coming out. Now, parsnips. I love parsnips. I like them quite big. You can get the thin ones that are really thin at the end, but I find they just turn into crispy bits of nothing and potentially burn. So on selection of your vegetables, you want to make sure you've got a bit of a thick bit at the bottom. I've got a pan of water here. I'm just going to stick that on and bring that up to the boil while I'm peeling and doing my mise en place. So I've got the parsnips. I'm going to take the end off, take the bottom off. I like to take the little ring of parsnip off at the top of the head. So when I drag my peeler down, it doesn't get caught at that top bit. It's already got a bit of an angle. Carrots, parsnips, they're sweet root vegetables that in my opinion should be done together. My water is boiling and now is the time that I season. Parsnips go in and the carrots go in. Now carrots are smaller than parsnips, we know this, but parsnips are porous. They're not as dense and crunchy as carrots, so the heat will get into them quicker. These can boil in the same pan for the same amount of time. We're part boiling them here because we're going to do the rest of the cooking process during the roasting and the pan frying. We've been boiling here for about 4 or 5 minutes. You can see the outside of the parsnip just start to go translucent. The carrot on the outside, the peel marks have lost their harshness. Give it a little squeeze. You can stick a knife in there if you want. It is going to be crunchy, it is going to be tough. But you're looking to take that fibrous sort of nature of the parsnip out before you start the caramelization process. Pan is hot, plug a bit of oil in there. You can use ghee, you can use duck fat if you want. I've gone with sunflower oil because it's cheap and cheerful and it does the job. We're going to take our parsnips straight in half. Then these go cross section side down into your pan. And now this is all about time, temperature over time, caramelizing the sugars, deepening the flavor from that parsnip. I can tell by the side of my parsnips now that there's good caramelization on them. They're dark, they're golden brown. The caramelization is creeping up the side of the parsnip. Because it's Christmas and parsnips can't go anywhere without maple, we're banging a bit of maple on them. Give it about 30 seconds. You should be seeing the maple bubble up around the outside of the parsnips. They're getting shiny, they look beautiful and caramelized. At this stage, I want to do one thing and one thing only, deglaze. Now, how am I going to do that? With the addition of moisture. Where does the moisture come from? It comes from little knobs of butter. The butter goes in, good hit of garlic, and a couple of sprigs of rosemary and that bay leaf. What I'm going to do now is take these vegetables off the heat, and they will now stay like this until the pan is completely cool. That's allowing the butter, the sugar, the moisture from that parsnip to emulsify and create like a glaze, a thick lacquer over the caramelized cross section of that parsnip. This is a restaurant tip that you will not find anywhere else. You caramelize hard in oil, you add butter, flavor in, take it off the heat and let the pan completely cool down. When those vegetables have stopped bubbling, I'm going to turn them over and you'll see the glaze and the deep caramelization that we're looking for. I'm going to bang over some salt, good hit of pepper, and then we turn and expose that stunning glazed vegetable. Deep caramelization, amazing color with the flavor of bay leaf, garlic, and rosemary. Nappe that flavor over the top, don't waste any of it. We've washed our pan and we're going to do exactly the same thing again with the carrots. Carrots are stunningly caramelized. This time we're cracking on with honey instead of maple. Good hit straight over the top, in with the butter, aromats, garlic, bay leaf, rosemary, and then off the heat to cool down completely. These carrots are roasted, beautiful, glazed. Don't waste any of that flavor. Glaze straight over the top of those carrots. The parsnips and the carrots that we've got here, you can get to this stage at about 10 in the morning. If your lunch is at 3, 4, get these done in the morning and just bang them on the side like this. Caramelized, seasoned, perfectly cooked and consistently at the point that you want them. Get the hard work done before the chaos starts. I've banged my oven to 175 degrees. I'm just gonna put these in for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes has passed. These are stunning, hissing, golden brown sort of batons of goodness. All that's left to do is fetch your serving plate and then just dish these up. I'd go carrots and parsnips on the same plate, create a little bit of height, and that's it, my stunning glazed maple parsnips, honeyed carrots with the flavour of bay leaf, garlic and rosemary. Seasoned and good enough for your Christmas table. I like y'all.